Hey, Huckster here. Just wondering if I could get some proof from futurists, dispensationalists, whatever they want to call themselves, who are constantly saying that these are the last days. You know, C.S. Lewis said that Matthew 24:34 was the most embarrassing book in the Bible. A lot of people agree with that. It says, "Verily I say unto you, this generation shall not pass till all these things be fulfilled." Matthew 24:34. It's a pretty controversial verse for coming from Matthew 24:34. It also comes from Mark chapter 13 and Luke chapter 21. And a lot of critics of the Christian faith have argued that Jesus explicitly said that all the events prophesied in the Olivet Discourse, including his return, would happen before the last person there would be dead. So, how do you explain this? I see it as fulfilled. I believe what Jesus said, but I want proof from you guys how that it didn't happen. The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth. That's Deuteronomy from chapter 28. In Matthew chapter 10, verse 23, "Ye shall not have gone over the cities of Israel till the Son of Man be come." Matthew 13, verse 39, "The harvest is the end of the world." Some standing here which shall not taste death till they see the Son of Man coming in his kingdom. "For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many." Now, how many people have we seen here on YouTube that say they are speaking for Christ? That if you don't agree with what I say, it's not what I say, it's what Christ says. And then they say things that are not from Scripture. They put themselves floating in the heavens as if they are some kind of majestic, equal to Christ or God himself. And then they speak of these are the last days. They talk of a hell. Don't be deceived, people. And then Jesus says, "And the gospel shall be preached in all the world, and then shall the end come." People say today the gospel has not been preached into the entire world. "This gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world, oikoumene, for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come." Now these were staying in Jerusalem, God-fearing Jews from every nation under heaven, Acts 2:5. In Colossians 1, verse 5 and 6, "For the hope which is laid up for you in heaven, whereof you heard before in the word of the truth of the gospel, which is come unto you as it is in all the world, and bringeth forth fruit. Colossians 1, verse 23. This is the gospel that you heard, and that has been proclaimed to every creature under heaven, and of which I, Paul, have become a servant. In Romans 1:8, I thank my God through Jesus Christ for you all, that your faith is spoken of throughout the whole world. In Romans 10:18, their sound went into all the earth, and their words unto the end of the world. 1 Timothy 3:16, he was manifest in the flesh, vindicated by the Spirit, seen by angels, proclaimed among nations, believed on in the world, taken up in glory. Romans 15:19, through mighty signs and wonders by the power of the Spirit of God, so that from Jerusalem and round about unto Illyricum I have fully preached the gospel of Christ. If we look at Romans chapter 16, verses 25 and 26. Now to him that is of power to establish you according to my gospel, and the preaching of Jesus Christ according to the revelation of the mystery, which was kept secret since the world began, but now is made manifest, and by the scriptures of the prophet, according to the commandments of the everlasting God, made known to all nations for the obedience of faith. So if you say these are the last days, when Hebrews 1:1 says, in these last days, these are the days of vengeance. That all things may be fulfilled. Jesus' own words, 2,000 years ago. I have plenty of proof that it was accomplished. Now Jesus, the Father, and the kingdom dwells here. It's all around us. But you say it's not fulfilled. It's a future event. And you don't care if we have to wait a day, a month, a year, 10,000 years. You're like C.S. Lewis. You don't believe what Jesus said in Matthew 24:34. This generation will not pass. He said that 2,000 years ago. It's not an embarrassment to me. Peace, love, justice, understanding, and music.